Right, gentlemen. Have you enjoyed your evening so far?
Yeah!
Sorry, what was that?
Yeah!
That's good to know. Now we have something very, very special for you. His very first visit to Edinburgh. The one, the only, Professor Elemental! Ladies and gentlemen, hello! You feeling good this evening? Have a lovely time. The 10 to 10 first guests begin to ascend. Step to Elemental Man and step in, bring a friend. Jeffrey checks the invitation as proof. No offense, but if he wrestles you, they're flinging some fruit. Then a 10 in new suits, ball gowns, top hats and pajamas. Over there at the back, you'll find Tom Caruana, and he's cooking up some marvellous beat. The largest of treats you ate before you came, you'll soon be starving to eat. Enter past the best party of the last century. Leave your common sense, make friends with every enemy. Tonight there's plenty of special guests, so incredibly precious how it's meant to be. Yes, you can pretend to be anything and anyone. Everything we do for fun's especially set up, and I'll share a set with everyone. I'm like a one-man pantomime, so friends and foes and anyone who'll ever be a fan of mine. Invited, all you steampunks and larpers, all you geeks, nerds and artists. You're invited, your mum's friends and your cousins, your grand's bingo club and all the dozens of others. You're invited, perky and properly attired, or all dirty, untidy and wired. You're invited, I mean the old and the young. You're all invited. I'd be delighted if you told them to come. Hello! Little lovelies. Now before we do another thing, hang on a second, sir. Sir, Mr. Heff, sir. Mr. Heff over there. Mr. Townman, that's a different, that's not the order, is it? That's gone crazy. And don't for a second think that it's his fault, because there is no doubt that will somehow have been my fault. It's my computer and I will have ruined it. I'm constantly self-sabotaging. Back in the swing of things, if it's all the same to you, sir. Hopefully they will behave themselves. Those naughty little songs of mine. No, that's all. Hang on. Right, we're going to stop. Hang on. Stop the horse. Stop my horse. Stay there. Right, we'll start with track 2, but we'll just start the whole thing again. To be honest, Hef, I don't think anyone's realised anything's gone wrong, so it's fine. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the man not hiding behind this chair, Professor Elemental! Well, isn't this nice? A change from the usual belligerent height. If it's a bit blue, it's a miserable light, then it might be time for you to give me that mic. So happy that it's nearly sickening, but not quite. These rappers got bitter. I got nice, I got timely recordings of a lifetime of tour with the violin playing mice in my orchestra. Fighting down this sunshine hat. Came to astound, so run my track. Invite any crowd from the front, right back. If you hate gangsters, come try my rap. So creamy, full fat beats, they're cheesy like mixed with squeeze from teats. And nobody wants to buy a bad man milk. I stride on stage in my rapping kilt. Now before we do another thing, can we please have an enormous amount of noise for Ali and the wonderful band that were on earlier? They were far too good. Beautiful. You need a bit of incentive. You need to get my attention. Be a bit inventive. Be a bit Jim Henson. It's just a silly little rhyme, but we're changing the world one giggle at a time. To the tipple, show a nipple, get ridiculous. Find a weirdo like you with a similar mind. If this isn't nice, it's a very nice try. Thank you for your attention, you've got very kind eyes. I might not know what rocks the chart, but I feel I've got it all if I've got your heart. Trucks about a stall, stops and starts, get your back up on the wall and have a me before and is going, what the fuck is this? My name is Professor Elemental, a noted chap hop MC and international Brexit apologist. Travelling around the world, just saying sorry to all the countries. And to be honest, I've been putting Scotland off. We have fucked it, haven't we? Really fucked that one. It's not great, it's not ideal. We're going to try and bring back a bit of unity to our tatty, sort of shattered collaboration that we've got going on at the moment. And I think getting here, I was reminded that there is that nice thing that whether you're in Ireland or Scotland, England, one of the things that we share is universal love.
Of hating Wales?
Exactly. There's one thing we can all do, and here's my new song, I Hate Wales. When I say Earl Grey, you say yes please. Earl Grey? Yes please! Earl Grey? Yes please! When I say Assam, you say lovely. Assam? Lovely! Assam? Lovely! Hit it, Mr. Hepster. I need a cup of the brown stuff, the shade of an acorn, made warm by the same source that I take my cake from. Using a teapot of marble fine china, hooked up to ivies from constant supply. No drip for my urges, my verge on perverted, but for earthy brown tea, it's certain it's worth it. With sharpers who work hers and use a fresh fountain. I discern brews from Peruvian mountains. I slurped up a cuppa from an elephant's trunk with a couple of monks who utterly stunk. I had bourbons with sultans and creams and cream. I bathed in Earl Grey, I'm really that keen. Now missionary dismissed me as my singular epiphany. The difference between him and me is a simple sip of British tea. So when time the hard and life is rough, you can stick the catalogue and buy me a cup. Now when I say Earl Grey, you say yes please. Earl Grey? Yes please! Earl Grey? Yes please! When I say Assam, you say lovely. Assam? Lovely! Assam? Lovely! When I say ooh, you say long. Ooh! Long! Ooh! Long! Ooh! Long! Ooh! Long! Oh, that's the foreplay out of the way. I've been around the world in 80 brew to see the places make me do the make and brew the taste like the cream cake made by Angel do. I'm not the same as you get shaky but aim. Just swing a mini right but they're making the same. Now you didn't find me is picked by pretty maidens in a magnetic by seamstress who lives in Copenhagen. Brewed up in a pot made of semi-precious metal. I'm getting condensate in my very special kettle. When I say herbal, you say no thanks. Herbal? No thanks. Herbal? No thanks. When I say Atticus, you say Oldman. Atticus. Oldman. Atticus. Oldman. Atticus. Oldman. Atticus. Oldman. And for those of you who don't know, that is a gentleman that's put tonight's gig on, so raise the roof and make some noise! I'm madder than a hatter and inspires my mind. Liken me to Earl Grey or Sam or Ginger. Knapsack, sushot, raise your pinky finger. Keep your solid coffee in a proper cup of coffee pots. Bobby loving tickles at your pots. Rotten coffee shop, your coffee clots have lost the plot. Lost the plot and sodding off my knees and calving tannin and a Battenberg to top it off. Yes. Thanks so much for coming out. This is already worth a trip, man. This is lovely. Oh, I came up here in a plane. In a plane.
We have those now.
I've never, I know it's just EasyJet, but that is as close to rock and roll as I ever get. Delighted. I didn't know that most of my life as a full-time rapper would just be on a motorway. I realised over the years that it's not healthy, this lifestyle. I'm starting to go a bit weird, having spent so much time on the road. Like the other day I did a really long journey and I just started to lose it, being in the car moving a bit. I was driving along quite slowly in a bit of a traffic jam and there was a big yellow sign, black letters, and I passed it slowly and it just said, "This sign is not in use." That kept me going about half an hour. What I often do to pass the time is I start freestyling, as is my want as a rapper. I start freestyling, nothing wrong with that, that's fine. Sometimes I try doing battle rhyming, just get my battle skills up to par, that's fine as well. And then I got bored of doing that the other day and started doing it in sort of celebrity impressions. Again, nothing wrong with it. It's my car. Do what I like. You're not there, are you? Can't judge me. But then I realised I was on the outskirts of Doncaster, and I was in the middle of a battle rap between my impression of Rolf Harris versus my impression of Jimmy Savile. That's not okay. That is not. Even on your own, that's not okay. It's safe. So this is a little catch-up. This is the kind of shenanigans that I get up to when I do finally reach my destination. Hit it, sir, if you'd be so very kind. This is called Came a Long Way. It's off the School of Whimsy album.
You came a long way.
Been around the world, aye, toward heaven, toward hell, oh my. A lot of monster cover and you might wonder why. Can't stick around, gotta fly. Been around America, where the crowd of fellas are louder than hell, and the girls are even scarier. Now I'm more aware of their customs, cause their grumpy immigration wouldn't let me in the function. So it's off to Canada, had a fine time. Maple in everything, bacon to wine.
Are you sure it's in the wine?
Well, maybe, probably, secret party animals, they keep it under lock and key. The coolest crowds are the French and the Swedes. Party in Vienna left me weak at the knees. Never do tequila with a man named Wolf. Locked in the loo, escaped on the roof. Never seen a party that I couldn't rock. Proof. Wedding in a glass bottom boat. True. Been around the world from Brooklyn to Ipswich. I haven't hit your town, but it's next on my hit list. If you got your ticket, come fly with me. Boarding my flight and I'm finally free. More lives to lead, more sight to see. I always arrive in time for my tea, cause I came a long way. Where to next? Off to your town and I'm never gonna rest. It gets a little hectic, I must confess. Gotta go, gotta dash, gotta run, gotta step. Been a long way, where will you go? Wherever they'll have me, on with the show. I love this life and I must confess. Gotta go, gotta dash, gotta run, gotta step. Now before you think it sounds very exotic for my life, it is an awful lot of time spent at 3 AM in a travel lodge. In your pants, questioning your life choices. Before you think I'm boasting and roast me internet, like how does Elemental cope with a bigger head? I live in a travel lodge, that's not healthy. So many shows, why I'm so wealthy? Because of my extracurricular activity. Didn't think a pint every time I spend a little free. The motorway ahead stretches on to infinity. It stretches on to infinity. Heavy weather helmet, lines on my face. Sunshines from hell, a smile on my face. The price of adventure is expensive. I couldn't buy this life, but you might like to rent it. If there wasn't steampunk, I'd have to invent it. So many friends, not easily offended, but until you've been impressed at a 2 on a Saturday and heard,
Oi, give us your acting, Jumanji.
hop to Bob where they hate what you do. Or play to a crowd of 2, one mate from your crew and an angry promoter. Ride well wide and I'll sleep when it's over. Ride well wide, never reach to my bed. My life is a tour and I'll sleep when I'm dead. And even then I'll do shows on the other side. So come and get your ticket, let's ride. Cheers. Hit me straight off with the next number, sir. I want to take you all now on a little trip, and this is the perfect environment for this song. We're no longer in Edinburgh, we are at a bar at the edge of time and space itself. Basically like Wales. A place where the time travellers come on a night off. I came in the door, been on a tour, lost in time, not been here before. I mean, I've seen all sorts of things, but I'm sure a pub at the beginning of the end has been flawed. From outside it looks sort of Tudor, but from another angle it could be from the future. Can't work out if it's bricks or some sort of computer, but I can hear music inside. How super. I'm new to time travel, it is a bit lonely. It's thrown me all over, maybe someone can show me how to get home or how to find Jeffrey. I step in, even I'm impressed. See, there's plenty of travellers all getting messy. Let me get them in, we're all getting ready. The band's coming on, they look like they might rock. Here where the travellers come on a night off. It's the end of the edge of time. Time for a pint, all welcome fine. All time travellers are friends of mine. Everybody in at the end of the line. The end of the end. Do we have any science fiction heads in the house? People, this verse is for you. At the end of the line. It's my pleasure to introduce a super group with new music for you. From Bannerman on percussion, a Morlock on a sousaphone, Jules Verne on flute, Isaac Newton looking right at home. Hitchhikers, I mean, guided here. There's pirates and Vikings, the finest beer. With hanging competition, imbibing by the gallon. Live and on stage, it's the Wild Stallions. Time bandits decide to throw through. Ted Theodore Logan is like, whoa, dude. And I haven't eaten since later this afternoon. I grabbed my can and then danced like a loon. Hey! It's a party starter, barman, get me a pan-galactic gargle blaster. And then it really gets trippy. I think they might have slipped me a Mickey. It's the end of time. Time for a pint, all welcome fine. All time travelers are friends of mine. Everybody in at the end of the line. The end of time. Time for a pint, all welcome fine. All time travelers are friends of mine. Everybody in at the end of the line. Let's dance! Feel free to get a bit sexy, I know I will. Like a time machine. Let's travel out the space surrounding the world. Go back, go back, go back, go back. Way back. Time traveling. Thank you, cheers. You young people, honestly. It's very demanding, aren't you? It's not how it works, sunshine. I'm not fucking Spotify. So, I don't know about you, but lovely weather aside, I have found the current apocalypse a bit disappointing. It's a bit tedious, isn't it? Like, I'm a massive horror nerd. Anybody like horror films? I love playing the steampunk gigs. People. Like, I was hoping that the end of the world would be sort of zombies or like man-eating squirrels or something. Not being bored to death by Theresa May's backstop. That's... Is that it? At the moment, it feels a bit like humanity is season 5 of a Netflix show that should have finished about season 2. It's just going on a bit, and they start putting in weird characters like Donald Trump and we'll melt the ice caps and stuff, and you're just, I'm bored. Bored as I look at me, look at Instagram and Jesus. So I think the conclusion I've come to, because I am generally quite an optimistic fellow, despite the talk of the apocalypse, the conclusion I've come to is that the Muggles have had their chance and they've fucked it up. And as nerds, it is not just our right, but our duty to sort things out. Time! So let us build tonight a brave new world. That's my whole plan. We're going to build a brave new world. By the time we come out of here, we'll have a whole blueprint for how things are going to be. And I think one of the first things we could do is, because everyone's so rubbish in charge, we should all just have a go at it. We should just take it in turns. That'd work, wouldn't it? We could all be sort of Prime Minister or King and Queen maybe for a day or even an evening. Like, sir, have a look around. Who do you think we should put in charge for tonight?
George. Clearly very eager, however, I am going to have a monkey in his shoulders.
He looks suspect.
Sorry. All right. No, it's in a large arboreal.
So what are you here for? Are you going to hand him over? So the one hand is quite imposing.
No, not him, the monkey. Yeah.
I mean, that ruins the whole bit, but yeah, well.
Alright, this lady here, because she's clearly pissed off at
Okay, yeah, good. I mean, I am slightly suspect because anybody who really wants to be in charge, the general rule is they shouldn't be. However, what's your name, madam? Mitch, okay. Would you like to be like Prime Minister, Queen, King? What do you fancy?
I call it World Emperor.
She's really... She's spent some time thinking about this. This could go one of two ways very easily. Mitch, now that you're in charge of everything, what's the first decree? What's the first rule you're going to put into place in our brave new world?
I feel like as steampunks we can all agree with this. Be splendid. It must be compulsory.
That's good. That's a safe bet. Good work. Queen Mitch is now in charge of everything. You must do whatever she says for the rest of the evening. What I'm going to do, she's campaigned long and hard for this over the last minute and a half. Let's introduce her properly. I'm going to give Mitch a massive introduction, and when I say her name, you're going to cheer like crazy people. And then when that applause reaches its peak, you're going to hit us with the next track. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome a woman who is as intimidating as she is somehow whimsical. She has a jacket we're all a little bit envious of. Your new world emperor, the stunning, the incredible May! And now we will all do a special dance just for you. And you're so deserving. You rock a look that is really working. Your taste in music is so discerning. I asked around and we're all so certain you spend too much time unappreciated, uncelebrated. I'm glad to see you made it. Birthday, wedding, or you're being cremated, or it's just Wednesday, your cake's dedicated. Ball, it's got a cherry on top. I want everything live and ready to rock, cause I'm always there, I'm your host for the night. You'll never be lonely and I'll see you right. And I never sleep till it's leave on the light, till it's strike up the band and let's keep it for life. It's super splendid, smashing great, let's jump and join it, celebrate, let's dance.
On the solid side of the line.
3, 2, 1, surprise! It's wonderful to see you, so come on inside. It's the night where we turn the spotlight bright and shine it on your pretty face. You look so nice. You've been sitting around or you're down in the dumps. Been out with your man or your girl's got the hump. Your work doesn't get you, your boss doesn't get you. You just need to ask, and I'm here to the rescue. You're ever so special. If you can't see it, well take it from me. I'm nearly a genius. Factually inaccurate, exaggerated, but so fantastic. Let's celebrate it. And now that you made it, great to see you. To see you that I hated, you're the greatest people. It's a rare treat to even meet you. Everybody here really wants to be you. So if you all agree, shout along with me, say hooray! Hooray! And if you feel like the star, light it up and get charged, hurrah! Hurrah! So if you all agree, shout along with me, say hooray! Hooray! And if you feel like a star, light it up and get charged, hurrah! Hurrah! Let's dance!
On the solid side of the line.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you have had a good night so far tonight, and you are here with someone you love, or could potentially love by the end of the evening, say hooray! Hooray! Hurrah! Hurrah! Hooray! Hooray! Hurrah! Hurrah! And one more time, please give it up for tonight's Queen Emperor, May! So I think everyone's quite on board with this idea so far. It's going very well. So are you all in agreement that you will do what Mitch says for the rest of the night? Oh, and a few rebellious people in here. She will whip them into shape. So, for example, like if you, let's say, like if you were to climb on like your imaginary unicorn, ride it around. Only I do. Everybody would have to do that. They'd have to follow you. If Mitch climbs upon her imaginary pony, will you all climb upon your own imaginary ponies? We know who's going to survive the coming apocalypse. The keen ones with the ponies at the ready. Everybody get into position. Come on, steamboats. Okay. And when I start rapping, you gallop. Don't just gallop on the spot. Go all over the place. Follow Mitch if you don't know what to do. She knows. She's got it sorted. Hit it, Mr. Sir. Thank you very much. That. You looked down there like you weren't sure where your horse was. Like, oh, no, there it is. There we go. We're on board. Shepherds, you're right there. Okay, Mitch. You're off. Well, I'm up. I've got my cup. I've got my pot. I'm out for lunch. I've lost my and she's got a horse. It is a unicorn. It might be real. They're who to say. Only her. Because she's the queen and she's got a very lovely horse. She has a horse. A pretty horse. A gorgeous horse. A mighty horse. A lovely horse. She's got a horse. A lovely horse. That's very much what we've got. She's got a horse. I'm effectively at work now. I think that's sometimes ridiculous. I think one of the problems that's going on at the moment is there's too much stuff in there. There's too much news. I can't deal with that much news. Too much of it. I think it's all about going local. I don't care what Trump's doing with some dictator. Being local, that's how we can kind of change the world. Is just try and, if you're feeling hopeless, just try and affect the things nearby you. I would say though, like volunteering is very good, all of those kind of artistic projects. However, if you are middle class, it's a minefield, right? It is a minefield. Like, well, for example, I first started doing a bit of voluntary work about 10 years ago in a homeless shelter. Very nice of me, I thought. That's a good thing to do. Don't clap it. You don't know what's coming. I wasn't helping administer like medicine or useful sort of tools for surviving out on the streets. I was doing a rap workshop in a pith helmet. Now, I am a great believer that art is a life-changing thing and can uplift the human spirit in many different ways. However, it could also be argued that a 55-year-old man with a complex history of drug and alcohol problems would perhaps need sort of advice and support more than he needs to know how to write a song about a monkey riding an airship. In some ways, I think I might have driven him to drink. So just like, if you're going to help people in your middle class, just try and actually listen to them. You don't want to end up in an Instagram row in Africa. Just, it can go wrong, that's what I'm saying. But it's good to get out of your comfort zone. This next song is called Comfort Zone, and it's about trying new things, sort of. Hit it, sir, if you'd be so very kind. It's a new song. I put on my good clothes. I'll put on a good show. If you want to begin this right, you best not ask what's in my pipe. None of your beeswax. You need to ease back, I'm a bit all over the place. 11's is, I'm all over a cake. If you start one thing, shift things quickly, switch it, change it, nice one, nifty. Is it me or is it Lippy in here? Life's too short for living in fear. Trippy, weird, if you bring me a beer, I'll give you the world if you give me a chair. I'm brilliant, not the nicest, damn close the nearest. I've got the nicest ground. Drink this one smoothie, bike around. Climbing out of my comfort zone. Just going out while you're wandering home. Write wonderful poems while sky flying. Wonderful poems while deep sea diving. There is no try. Do or do not. Just do you and do not stop. It goes back, forwards, back. Always do you when recording a track. Forwards, back, forwards. If it gets too familiar, bring it back, of course. Back, forwards, back. Different the laugh, it's sort of a knack. Forwards, back, forwards. Can we bring it back? Oh yes, of course. I write a verse every day. Sometimes they're rubbish. Sometimes I pick them up and make a hit. Others get left like luggage on the train home when I've got bad jet lag. Never really wanted what all of the rest have. Road less travel is the only path. Even if the face gets burned by the mask, or in my case, mask gets burned by the face. Nobody can say you haven't earned your place. Do your own thing when it's all said and done. Incredibly intelligent or ever so dumb. Some might not like it, might try to bite it. Maybe there's a parallel world where I'm not the nicest. Infinite crisis. My ego knows no bounds. I have to be expected to go a few rounds. When an academic suggests I'm racist, I'm sorry, accusations are baseless. Get off my case, chap. Hop is a parody of class, not race. Do something new, do something new, do something great. It goes back, forwards, back. Always do you when recording a track. Forwards, back, forth. If it gets too familiar, bring it back, of course. Back, forwards, back. Different than laugh, it's sort of a knack. Forwards, back, forth. Can we bring it back? Oh yes, of course. If you want to try this move out, feel free. It's very freeing. Thank you. Done. Oh, you look so nice. So, we've got any artists in the house? Whether you make it for a living or just on your own, make some noise if you're an artist in some way. Yes! I think we're all artists deep down. We're all artists. Particularly if you're a parent. Even the lies that you tell become so beautifully artistic. They're little works of art in their own way, aren't they? You can't have any of Daddy's chocolates because it's full of glass. Chilies. No, don't. The reason you can't go in the loft is because of Daddy's. It smells funny up there, I know. Because of Daddy's special tomatoes. And we don't touch those, do we? Don't tell your friends about those. So this is my song for all of the artists out there, and it's not really a Professor song. This is an album I did with another rapper called Dr. Syntax in a band called The Menagerie, and it's called Make Good Art. Hit it, Duffs. Don't worry about the outcome. If someone's ever better or you'll ever be outdone, someone is. So it doesn't matter, and I never ever wonder if there's other better rappers. So many fears knocking to get in. Say hello and then pop them in the bin. Let's sit down, you've got work to do. Who's gonna get this done if not you? Let's get scribbling, doodling, writing, removing, fiddling, giggling, improving. Open your head like it came with a lid. Unleash your imagination, your brain's so big. Ideas fly like flocks of birds. Colourful explosions of possible words. Use what you want, then set them free. And be the best you that you can ever be. So, what's my driving force? What I'm living in and breathing, surviving for. I've got to make that art and make it good. See, my outlook is that, and that's the way it should be. Get your hands up, get your hands side to side, get your hands up. I've got to make that art and make it good. See, my outlook is that, and that's the way it should be. Finally, a word on writing. MC pretend that we don't when writing. That's all nonsense, of course we do. All artists do it, and so should you. These ideas what Mr. Gamer gave me. They flows from what a million MCs made me. That's all fine, because I made it my own. I made it for you to take the throne. Use what you want, disregard the rest. Creating a thing is a starting step. Collaboration or competitive sport. Don't let them tell you can never be taught. It's just practice, self-belief. A little validation of, well, let's see. It's something wonderful just to have fun with it. Pick up the pen and then run with it. Come get it. Put your hands up. Get your hands side to side. Get your hands up. I'm gonna make that art and make it good. See, my outlook is that. That's the way it should be. Keep your hands up. Keep your hands in the air. Keep your hands up. I'm gonna make that art and make it good. See, my outlook is that. And that's the way it should be. Thank you. So it's going to be no more wars in our new brave world, but there will of course be differences. You can't put four nerds together without there being some kind of conflict, and it can get quite passive aggressive. So instead of war, from now on, we're going to settle all our differences through the gentlemanly art of battle rapping. It's going to be lovely. Now, I don't have the time or inclination, to be honest, to teach you how to do it. And as we've seen, that yields mixed results. So we're just going to do like a shortcut. If we can just divide the crowd into half. You have to choose, so you can't, there's no middle ground here. Okay. And we need to sort of manufacture a bit of conflict, so we need someone with an unpopular opinion.
Jane Austen is shit. Woohoo!
What's that now?
Jane Austen is shit.
Woo! You went right in there. You've been waiting for that one, haven't you? Finally, I get the fucking chance to have a go at Austin. Jane Austen. Any Jane Austen fans over here? Yeah, ooh, good. That's just what we wanted.
Jane, you're on the wrong side now.
It's too late now. There's no changing. Just like all those people who voted Brexit going, oh, that's it. Tough. The decision is made. Can you all pretend that you really like Jane Austen? Can you make rude faces at all of them? They couldn't give a shit, could they? Couldn't care less. So pure is their white hot hatred for Jane Austen. This isn't the nerdiest battle that there has ever been. Right, can you all make a horrible noise at them? Let's ramp up the tension. Oh, you can cut the tension with a knife, sir. Hit me off with a beater and give that a bit perfect. Okay. It's time to get down to business. You might want to get your stance sorted out, that's it. Someone low, like you're wearing really baggy trousers, just stomping around. This side, make some noise, please! Do you hear that? They love Jane Austen, they do. Think she's a literary genius, they do. Can't get enough of her. This side, make some noise! Okay, repeat after me. I will not lose. Dear sir, regarding your recent foray into the rap business and the scene you portray, I don't normally approve of walking, but he's biting you is what they all say. And by Harry, they might be right. This is hip-hop, not an Elvis night. Shelve this professor impersonation. Let it end now, it's impersonant waiting. You seem a reasonable chap. What you need to do is rap and not parody chat-hop, because that's not proper. Just not cricket. Put away your ukulele or I'll tell you where to stick it. I will not lose. I've got super producers and fans that play me. Got a crack nose moustache and a ukulele. Don't look around, sir, I'm speaking to you. Roll up your shirt sleeves, quavering rules. Never test professors with the cleverest wit. They're senseless like gentlemen, armed with heavy sticks on a rotating plate with spikes like Flash Gordon. And he's Peter Duncan. I gave him fair warning when this rap George forming, performing. Audiences go home before he begins talking. A new career might be more rewarding. I'm a bright peer. He's rap Piers Morgan. I will not lose. I've not seen him at ciphers or workshops with kids or gigs. Dear sir, you're not worthy of this. Sold out to Coca-Cola, used for a trend, and that means he's banned from using a pen. But it's safe to assume he won't do this again. Set foot on my stage and be ruined again. Be out, Mr. B. I've set the egg timer. There's no room in town for two gentlemen rhymers. Leave by the end of this instrumental. Yours, etc., sincerely, and so forth. Professor Elemental. Cheers. Now find somebody on the other side and give them a great big cuddle. Oh. That's the way you solve the conflicts. Mitch, where's Mitch? How do you think it's going so far, Mitch? Are you happy with what your people have done so far? Is there anybody that's a concern in the audience? I was going to say him as well. You can have him beheaded if you want to. It's up to you. What? How quickly this gets all Lord of the Fliesies, doesn't it? Kill him, he's on the Austen side. Oh my God. I think it's gone nicely, apart from the brief war, which I instigated, to be fair, so maybe I'm the one that's instigated. I didn't I? Damn it. Oh, sorry, it's a work in progress. So I think let's expand things a little bit. I gave some bits of paper out to people earlier and got them to write some stuff down. Has anyone got that bit of paper? Come to the front if I gave you one of those. I asked around to see what rules, when it's their turn, people might put into place. You don't have to put it down, yeah, that's it. So what other laws, because like Mitch has got Be Splendid, that's been fairly easy to adhere to. Wow, you're a woman of... You're a multifaceted woman, Mitch. Kill Donald Trump and North Korea. Okay, cool, that's good. I mean, be really specific, because when you're Emperor of the World, that one slip of the pen... I've put a lot of faith in you, Mitch. Don't... What else have we got going on here? Compulsory kilt wearing. Oh, quite fancy that, actually. Free read for everyone, including the under fives. I would change that slightly to especially the under fives. Just chill the little fuckers out a little bit. There's too much going on there. Okay, compulsory clitoris stimulation. Do you know, it's been so long since anybody's done that for me. I can't remember the last time. So yeah, that's lovely. And that detailed manifesto. Right. This isn't words, these are just letters. Oh, it's Welsh. That's... Oh, the comedy town in Wales, you know, the one with the train station with the name. As the capital city, I'm not doing that one, that's ridiculous. Oh, perfect, lovely. Something for everybody. Okay, let's see if we can work all those up into a perfect manifesto, keep them in the sky. I'm now going to deliver your ideas to the masses in the form of a 2.5-minute freestyle. Hit it if you'll be so kind. Yes. I've got a pitch. I feel like I need a new leader, maybe Mitch, because she is just the very girl to become the brand new Emperor of the world. She's going to be in charge and take care of everything. Honestly, she should be wearing all kinds of bling. But in fact, while I'm kind of an oddball, she looks fantastic in her jacket and her goggles. She makes being splendid compulsory. And also, I've got a feeling she brings up the tea. On the one hand, she freaks the fun, but also she's kind of dangerous. She wants to kill Donald Trump. And I know this beat is kind of funky, but on the other hand, she might want to kill a whole country. Maybe that is just a little bit suspect, but I'm not going to take out my faith in her just yet, because we've got a lot of different ideas. It's elemental, and I keep my mind clear, yes. Now, let's go. I've got some new ideas for my lovely manifesto. You see these toddlers always running around? Don't you sometimes wish that they were just laying on the ground, feeling kind of chilled and maybe giggly? I've got some ideas that will make them all wiggly. Let's give free weed to the under five. Honestly, maybe you don't want to put this up live. Maybe you want to do it in disguise as somebody else. Maybe you want to put the idea up back on the shelf. But right for now, I would just really like some free weed and some free tea. I'm the MC that other MCs need to be, or maybe envy. I've been doing this since the days of Warren G and Heavy D. And yes, I am going to be wearing my lovely kilt. I don't like it when my tea's been spilled and it's making some kind of stain. I like to do a little dance in the middle of the refrain. If I was wearing a kilt all the time, then maybe I could fit a little rhyme, and maybe someone could stimulate my clitoris. Honestly, I'm kind of sick of this, talking all kinds of rubbish from Ipswich, and I am getting old and bitter, just like licorice when I'm flipping this off the top of the dough. These other MCs need to stay home. Now, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that crazy name of the town in Wales. I'm immediately be snow like a snail, but it is time for the exit. You've given me the perfect line, yes, but Brexit. That is something we can all agree on. We can all raise our teacup and get our tea on. That's the kind of stuff that we're doing. The elemental, I've got all different ideas as new, and we're going to take this to a brand new place. We're going to get in charge, we're going to take chase and get rid of all of the House of Commons, and instead we're all going to be, yes, we are on one. Honestly, this gig has been a classic. Please to Mitch, she's been fantastic. Cheers. Thank you. See, the freestyle bit, it can go so wrong. And on the one hand, I was quite pleased with that. I thought that was all right. But don't fucking put that on YouTube. I mean, that is... Obviously all the parents will be like, well, yeah, obviously that's fine. Anybody else might get quite judgy. So as a final word on that side of things, just be a bit wary. I feel the world is slipping into all kinds of horrible extremes at the moment. Everybody's getting really polarised. You're either a left-wing, liberal, libtard, snowflake, or a Nazi with a hammer. There's nothing in between. And the middle is where the good shit is, man. The middle is where the jumble sales and Bagpuss and Doctor Who and, you know, shortbread, nice things. That's where the good stuff is. So I declare a just revolution of niceness. I think us people who are generally quite nice need to shout louder on the internet. And if you don't want to be that person who's shouting on the internet, just spend less time on it. Just back away from it. Just have nothing to do with the bits that don't interest you. It's not healthy for you. Let us be anarchic, but clean up after ourselves. Let's have a revolution, but say excuse me on the way up. Because we are all in together. Hit it, Mr. Hafsa. It's the first time I've been to Edinburgh, first time we put on one of these gigs. Should we get Atticus to do another one of these? Would you come? That'd be lovely. I would love that, man. Not the tallest, or the strongest, or the fastest, or the cleverest. Legend loves long, but not forever, so remember this. We're all together, so don't be frightened. He who knows least is the most enlightened. It might be that ignorance is bliss. It's inherently ridiculous we even exist. So by the inconspicuous and reasonable risk, just to keep it all in, it's as easy as this. Yes! Isn't that all better than a call center till it's all pallbearers? We're all aware of all of life's treasures and how little life's left. Let's all hot pleasure. Set sail, all crew, all weather. All individuals look awesome together. Make some noise, you odd individuals! Launch your flag, roar like a monster, a river's full of joy, rise and shine, make time for a lion, make time for wine. Look, this is our ship to charter, the buddies on their deathbed wishing they'd worked harder. More wagging, less barking, all in the spotlight, none in the margin. More unicorns and a lot less trolls. We'll never rest and we'll never get old. We'll never get gold, but the air's so fresh. Just be you, I'm incredibly impressed. Thank you. Oh yeah, do come and see me afterwards. I just don't want to have to take all the stuff with my face home. I will give you a cuddle and tell you a tea towel with my face on. There's tea and comics and all kinds of crazy stuff. You've been so lovely. Thank you for coming out. We've got time for one more. We've got time for It's fine. Okay, everyone, free. Shh. Okay, for these last numbers, let's have you. You can crank it up a little bit if you like. I think it's dancing time. Okay, hit it, sir. Wait for it. Jump, 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 jump. Jump, 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 jump. Steam power, 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 steam power. Just excited. Right, for this last one, when I shout out good morning in the chorus, in whatever way I shout it out, you have to shout it back. Let's finish with the beginning, shall we? Hit it, Mr. Hafster, and as he does so, can we have some noise for the best sound I've had at a gig for such a long time? Turn around and skip that manager! You will crank this up super loud. Up and stretch, get up out of your bed, get the fluff out your head, get up to get dressed. This is doing hardcore, the call to after all departments, of all compartments, don't stall. Get set starting, go to the egg hot. Get set starting, go to the egg hot. Get them while the yoke's still running, get them while the joke's still funny. Have a song so fun and go get the money or go create. There's nothing like after leaving feeling great. And late night leaving you feeling sure. Shake yourself down like a dog at a river house shower, pushing up, stand and deliver. When you get long, then approach me and give a good morning. 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 With a breakfast or cake or a wake or bake, a yoga in a toga or a measure meditate. This is the wake up in the first cover. Can look me kids or a kiss for your lover. There is no other way to take it. Wake yourself, wake up, embrace it. I created this one especially for you to be embracing. Is waking up naked in a zoo. This morning is quite surprising. Here's a pair of speakers, come on, love it. Isn't it a pity that life is so dividing? Life is too debilitating, just standing surviving. Several other souls designed for a life, but this one is designed to find a silver lining. I look for today, it couldn't be nicer. You look just fabulous. Go get 'em, tiger. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Guten Morgen. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Right, check this out, right? Like a dungeon dragon. Get off the bandwagon, get off the bandwagon. Sail the horizon in a pass out, gonna want a life like an episode of Twilight Zone. Or maybe more muppets. Call me Cody. It's not easy being green, but I'm sure it's worth it. I want the unexpected, ready to pop out, adventure everywhere. Some way, somehow, sometimes somebody's to take you by surprise. Wake you up early to see the sunrise. Psychedelic breakfast sounds quite nice. There ain't much room with all these fun guys. Pardon and pub, big hard now, come for a scrummy little moment and a very loud rub. Stick on the cup, top on the balls, all we need is music. Here's your applause. Good morning. 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 Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming out tonight. You have been lovely. What a fantastic evening it's been. Hopefully I'll see you very, very soon. I've been Professor Elemental, and you have been absolutely lovely. Cheers, good night!
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for Professor Elemental! Let's also hear it for the Red Hot Rhythm Makers! Bannerman's Bar! The Steampunks of Scotland! Atticus Open. Who's that, shall be? Dodgy dude. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, if you've enjoyed tonight, do you want Professor Elemental back? Yes! Didn't you hear that? Yes! Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you now, you're the very first people to know this. 7th of September, the Mash House, Professor Elemental, and Driven Serious in Edinburgh. Thank you all, and I'll see you all next time. Yeah, I said it once more for the bands tonight.